Retirement is a phenomenon of industrial society made possible by increased longevity, Social Security, Medicare, and retirement benefits from employers. Today, it is a normal and expected part of the journey of working American people. Because most Americans will retire from a career in their lifetime, one would think that workers would be educated on retirement savings and understand what to save and how to go about it. But the fact remains that even though there were 43.72 million retired workers collecting Social Security last year, the Stanford Center on Longevity reported that people saved about half of what they should be for retirement. Personal savings is a very important part of retirement income. The Social Security Administration estimates that 21% of married couples and 43% of single seniors rely on Social Security for 90% or more of their income. In addition to that, 36% of near retirees say they expect Social Security to be a major source of income once they retire. This is a dangerous number because Social Security is not built to be a person or a couple's sole source of income for 15 or more years. Investopedia reports that in order to stretch out Social Security to be the main source of income, it takes a lot of creativity. They suggest steps such as downsizing your home, cutting down on utility bills, cutting out TV, selling one of your cars, and keeping healthcare costs under control. Yes, these steps can stretch Social Security and eliminate the need for personal savings, but this is not the typical picture of retirement that most American workers have in their heads. In order to live the same lifestyle and still live without working for 15 plus years, people have to start saving and save more than workers have traditionally saved. Yes, education on retirement has improved over the last couple decades. For example, before my grandparents were retired, they had no idea that they needed to save so much money for retirement. Luckily, they were both teachers and still received pensions. Otherwise, they would not have enough money for the lifestyle they live today. Because there are no longer pensions, it is especially important to educate individuals about how to properly save for retirement. Stanford notes that people are saving more for retirement than they have in the past, and they are starting at an earlier age than Americans have before. But even still, people are only saving half of what they need. So how much money should someone save to retire at 65? Well, the answer is 10 to 17% of their income, even if they start saving at 25. As of right now, however, family members aged 25 to 64 are saving 6 to 8% of their income. The same Stanford report came out with a chart that notes the average percentage of income a person should put away when starting to save at certain ages, all with the end goal of retiring at 65. The study says that a worker should save 10% of their income if starting at 25, 15% of their income if starting at 35, and 27% of their income if starting at 45. These suggested percentages change depending on what the target age for retirement is, but 65 is about when older adults can begin collecting Social Security benefits. In contrast to the suggested saving percentages, Stanford reports the percentage of income each group actually is saving. 25 to 34-year-olds are saving a median of 6.21%, 35 to 44-year-olds are saving 7.22%, 45 to 54-year-olds are saving 8.14%, and 55 to 64-year-olds are saving 7.54%. Tamara Sims, a research scientist at Stanford, notes that in American culture, we don't like to think about being old. That has huge implications for how much people are willing to take time planning for their long-term future. We need to be more educated on what specifically to save and not rely solely on Social Security payments before figuring out there is not enough money too late.